On today's show, I've got little Ghostface earrings. Wes Craven took it to him. They looked at it and they were like, "No, want it cut." Henry Winkler.
From the big screen to your TV, everything that you love to stream, fun reviews and nostalgia too. It's the Sherrie and Jo Show.
This review contains spoilers, so if you haven't seen the original Scream movie...
What are you waiting for, huh? What are you waiting for?
Oops, not that movie, we mean this one.
Released in the US in 1996 and here in the UK in 1997, from director Wes Craven, known for being the creator of arguably the most notorious horror villain, Freddy Krueger, comes a self-referential, genre-defining film with a new villain, Ghostface, who is bringing terror to the teenagers in the town of Woodsboro.
Before we start this review, please give us a like, hit the subscribe button, and in the comments section tell us, what's your favourite scary movie?
It's the Sherrie and Jo Show.
Hello,
Hello!
welcome to the Sherrie and Jo Show.
The first ever episode of the
It
Sherrie
is
and Jo Show.
the first ever episode.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
Happy Halloween.
Oh, I just have to show you these. Seeing as we're doing Scream, I've got little ghost face earrings. Don't you see that? Ah. Oh, that's so cute.
Cute.
So Scream.
Scream indeed.
Oh, yeah, the original, the best.
It is. And now, slightly vintage.
Yeah, let's not talk about that right now, how old it is. So I think we have to start with the opening scene, one of the best opening scenes ever.
Drew Barrymore in the first scene of that movie.
I know, it's absolute classic. And originally the production company didn't even want that in there. No, Wes Craven took it to him. They looked at it and they were like, "No, want it cut." But he stuck to his guns and they kept it in because, I mean, what a scene it is.
It is. It's an absolute classic. Drew Barrymore, big name star.
Yes, Drew is amazing, isn't she?
She is. I love Drew anyway, but yeah. When you see her come onto the screen first thing, the last thing you expect is for her to die within the first portion of the film.
I know. I think originally she was actually they were thinking of casting her for the part of Sidney. And then they actually just...
Sidney.
Hello, Sidney.
And then they pulled a bit of a psycho and she died like in the first 10 minutes. Spoiler alert. Yeah, it's just amazing. It's just so iconic and so tense. I think if they kept that tension up the whole of the film, I don't think I'd have made it through because it was so brilliant. And yeah, what a contrast to the rest of the film. But that first 10 minutes, I was hooked.
Yeah, and I think that tension building, you're right, it's so tense. And I like the little tweaks in camera work that happen when Ghostface is around and there's sort of like a little there's like fisheye effect on the camera that happens whenever Ghostface is around. I like those little tweaks that happen when directors are editing and they're like, oh yeah. I can't think of a film where it's so quickly at the beginning, we meet Ghostface, we know exactly what is about or they're about or whoever they are. There's no getting around the fact of what they are. They're a complete awful monster that's just going to break in your house and gut you.
Yeah. And they love movies, though.
Yeah.
They love the horror films. They'd be great at movie trivia.
They would. Yeah. So that opening scene, all in all, it's a complete setup of what's to come.
Exactly.
Here it is on a plate.
I love what they did with Scream 2 as well, with Jada Pinkett Smith. That opening scene is also classic. I don't think they've quite matched it in the other films. Let me know if you disagree, but I do think the first original version of it is the best.
Yeah, I would agree.
Definitely. Neve Campbell. She's perfect as Sidney. Drew did brilliant in that first 10 minutes. I'm sure she could have rocked Sidney as well, but I think Neve Campbell's take on her is again, iconic. She's come back for Scream. They've redone it, haven't they? They've sort of given it a bit of a new spark. And Jenna Ortega's quite good in that as well. So I'm looking forward to what they're going to do with the new Scream movies. But yeah, she's perfect in that. And I just love Neve Campbell's way of talking.
Yes.
It's like, she'll say something and there's just a pause for no particular reason, And...
Yeah. But Sidney is one badass woman.
Sidney.
She's absolutely
Sidney.
Yeah. You can't hear that name without thinking,
hello, Sidney.
your head, can you? But she's absolutely badass, and what a brilliant, strong female character she is.
Yeah, and I love that they've used her and Skeet Ulrich again, because they were together in The Craft, which was another great movie. Veruza Balk as well in that movie is amazing. Yeah. But yeah, I think she's got great chemistry with Skeet. I love the fact that the next scene, the first scene we see them in after the opening scene, is where he's coming through the window, a bit like Johnny Depp in Nightmare on Elm Street, another nod to a Wes Craven film. And all you do think of Skeet Ulrich is... Ulrich, sorry, not Ulrich, sorry, is that he reminds me so much of Johnny Depp. Sorry, Skeet, but you just do. You're like Johnny Depp's little cousin or something. And I mean, you're gorgeous, but at the same time, I can't help but think Johnny Depp. And I know it's deliberate and it's brilliant, but...
Yeah.
And he plays that role so well as the bad guy.
He does. And it's a play, isn't it? A play. Isn't he? It's quite clear he is. But then... Yeah, so just little seeds of doubt are planted and you think, oh, is he though?
And also he seriously thought that it was a serious sort of horror film where he was playing it with a full dramatic effect.
Oh, yes.
And he didn't know until the end.
Yeah.
When Wes Craven, I think something was happening, and I think it was Matthew Lillard and Jamie Kennedy were like improvising some lines, and he realised it was more of a comedy film as opposed to just a straightforward, serious horror. But I think the fact that he played Billy with that kind of horror mentality works. And it does. It really works for the film, and it works for his character.
Yeah, it's a great contrast against Matthew Lillard, isn't it? In the way that he plays Stu.
You mean?
And, he is like...
My mama's gonna be so mad at me. I'm feeling a little woozy.
Yeah.
Oh, Matthew Lillard as well in that role he's brilliant. I'm assuming if you're watching this, you've already seen Scream, so it's, that him and Billy are the killers.
You can't imagine anyone else playing Stu other than him, can you, really?
No, he put his own little twist on it.
Yeah.
And he wasn't originally cast in that role. Oh. No, he was not originally cast in that role. He wasn't thought of for the role. I think he'd gone with his girlfriend. Tell me if I'm wrong. I think he went with his girlfriend to the audition.
Okay.
And they just heard him in the background, and he did a little audition for him and got the role.
That's nice when things happen like that. It's like it was meant to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're a great on-screen duo, aren't they?
They are. And let's not forget the Fonz makes an appearance.
Oh, the Fonz.
Henry Winkler.
Big shout out to Henry Winkler. I grew up with the Fonz, and Fonzie made me love motorbikes and leather jackets and jeans and
his leather jacket appears in the movie in the cupboard.
That headmaster character, he's got a little bit of attitude about him. It's nice.
And they make you think that the Fonz might do it when he's got them kids and he's like got the scissors to him. He's doing that too.
Yeah.
And you think, I never thought it was the Fonz. It couldn't be the Fonz.
Yeah. I just Ghostface comes up to me and goes, hey
kids. Oh, and then there's that little nod, isn't there, from that scene from there. They go into the corridor, and then there's Wes Craven dressed as Freddy Krueger, mopping up in the hallway, a bit like in the Nightmare on Elm Street. When Nancy goes out to the hallway, and then there's that woman that goes, "Where's your pass?" And she goes, "Screw your pass." That's one of my favourite scenes. I don't know why. Where's your pass?
I love a cheeky cameo.
Yeah, good old Wes Craven. And we can't forget it's where Courtney Cox and David Arquette met.
They're a great on-screen duo, Dewey and Gail Weathers. I mean...
Oh, Dewey. Dewey's so sweet.
I know, Dewey's so sweet. I just want to grab hold of cuddle. It's going to be all right, Dewey. You'll survive.
And again, a bit like the Fonz, I never thought it was Dewey either.
No. Their little get-together, it's so cute.
It is funny.
Like this hard-hitting journalist woman chasing all the stories and, being an absolute bitch to Sidney and, but turning out to be a bit of a nice ally in the end.
And Courtney Cox.
But in this sort of like,
I like Courtney Cox.
deputy, in the time. What a nice couple.
Yeah, and Courtney Cox's role in this, a contrast to how big she was in Friends. I mean,
Mm.
you know, a lot of people, when you're in a big TV series, it's like, can they do a movie role? And she just knocked it out of the park with as Gail Weathers, so it's brilliant. Oh, wow. Jamie Kennedy as Randy. Oh, he does a really good job as well. I didn't really think it was him either. But I remember the scene where he's sat and he's watching Halloween, and you've got Ghostface behind him, and then obviously he plays Randy in the film, but he's there watching Jamie Lee Curtis on the screen going, Jamie, he's behind you, and then his name's Jamie, and then it's all, and you know, he's like, he's behind you, Jamie. There's so much meta in Scream. It's
There is. It's meta upon meta, isn't it, at points in Scream?
Yeah, it's so self-referential. I mean, all the time it reminds you you're in a scary movie. It references just about every scary movie ever made. You know, this reminds me of that scene in Exorcist.
It's the Sherrie and Jo Show.
For me, I think with it being one of the ones that set this new trend, it's a trendsetter for this whole self-referential horror movie that everyone's just about doing now. You know, I think it's got to be a solid 4 for me, 4 stars.
I'd give it 4 stars as
Out of
well.
5.
And I think what I can remember when it came out and I watched it, I felt like it was a bit of a meh movie. Like it was okay. But
Really?
I think what's happened over time is it's like matured like a fine wine. And now it's
I disagree.
For me, it's grown and it's become something really nostalgic. And I watch it every Halloween. We'll work through the screens, don't we?
Yes, we do. And
Yeah.
I actually loved it when I first saw it. I still love it now. We do watch it every Halloween, and I can't believe you didn't like it when you first saw it. That
I
first 10
I
minutes is amazing.
didn't like it. I just didn't think it was brilliant.
But yeah, we both give it a solid 4 stars.
4 stars.
Fun facts time.
Did you know the original title of the Scream movie was Scary Movie?
Yes, the Wayans brothers, they actually used that for their parody, Scary Movie, which is a brilliant, I find it makes me laugh. Some of it's a bit hit and miss now in this day and age,
Yeah.
but it did tickle my funny bone, I must say. But yeah, so Scary Movie was the working title of the film originally, Scream. And I think it was, I quite like both titles, but I think because now Scream, it's become such a franchise, and Scary Movie has become its comedy franchise in its own right. It was serendipitous, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Let's talk about Ghostface's voice.
Yes, the iconic Ghostface voice. That was done by a voice actor called Roger L. Jackson, and he was kept separate from the cast, so no one really knew what he looked like. And I think when all the cast are doing the scenes on the phone, he's offset, but he's calling them, so they never actually knew what, Ghostface actually looked like in his voice.
Hello, Sydney.
Actually, it was for the 4 original films, and then after that, I guess it's kind of hard to keep under wraps that you are the voice of Hello, Sydney.
Let's flip back to that opening scene.
Oh, wow. Yes. This is one of my favourite facts about the movie, that, bless them, someone did forget to unplug the phone line. Yes, I don't know if hopefully no one's too young watching this, but there was such a thing as a phone line back in the day. Your phones were on a line, and someone hadn't unplugged the landline, and so when Drew Barrymore's doing all those calls and calling 911, she actually was calling 911, and I think she did it on several occasions until eventually they did call back, and the crew member promptly unplugged it because they had been, I don't know what they could have heard on the other end of that line.
Imagine that. The police call back really concerned. There's a woman in trouble, and she's like, "Oh, it's all right. It's me, Drew Barrymore. I'm on set filming a movie." And they're like, "Yeah, right." As if it's Drew Barrymore. There's something going on here. Can you imagine? There's a recording of that somewhere. She's screaming down the phone, "Who is this? Who is this?"
Oh dear. But yeah, I like that fact, and but I don't think that whoever was receiving those calls was very happy about it. Oh dear.
Oh, I love that. Oh, put some poor little stagehand person on the set was just
Oh.
like, oops.
Dying a death in the
Yeah.
corner.
Well, that's my fault. Sorry. Well, I think we're just about done for today, aren't we?
Yes,
We've chatted on about Scream, haven't we?
definitely.
Yeah. One last thing to say. Don't forget, everybody, there are certain rules to surviving a scary movie. Don't have sex. Don't drink. Don't do drugs. And whatever you do, never say, I'll be right back.
Do you want a cup of tea?
Yeah, go on.
I'll be right back.
See you later, everyone.
Bye.
Hello?
Do you want to die tonight?
Oh, Sherrie, stop walking about. Sherrie, pack it in.
Sherry's not here.
Thanks for watching. Happy Halloween, everyone. From the big screen to your TV, everything that you love to stream. Fun review and nostalgia too. It's the Sherrie and Jo Show.